Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Tuxedo Ian. We are getting back into our playthrough of Book of Hours. This will be video number 42. We are in the middle of summer, and we just managed to read that Nectar book that we've been hanging on to for quite a while, and got some more lessons in insects and nectars. So today we're going to dive in and see what we can do with these other lessons that we've got laying around. So with that said, let's dive in and see what we got. All right, so we do have some memories that are processing, so we can use those to raise Edict's Liminal one level. And I think then we're going to use the other lesson of Edict's Liminal. We could use it for Knock or Moth. So we're going to give it to Inks of Revelation. Yes, that was what we were going to do. Because that way we can get Inks of Revelation one extra level. There's our old moment that we made. We're going to be hanging on to that for a while until we can figure out something to do with it. Let's see now. What do we have as far as rooms to open? So we have that, which needs 11. Well, we can actually start working on that one by making ourselves another Ascended Harmony here. Not that one. Sakalime? No. What was it that made... Oh, Strings and Songs. That was right. So Strings and Songs makes us an Ascended Harmony. So we'll start with that. And that will then let us get to a 6 level Didymos. Let's see, and so we know Mr. Kill has some sky to begin with. So we'll call him out. Mr. Kill always enjoys the chance to catch up with me. He can always spare a few hours to help a friend. Alright, so there's our 4 lessons for Edict's Liminal. 2, 3, 4. And we need Knock, so we can use our Maladied Shaft for that. And so satisfying to come so far, improve this skill to level 5. There's Mr. Kill. So yep, he starts with 1 sky. So we can use our Faust to get him to 2 sky. Together we will be watchful. Alright. And let's see, we have... Do we have some sky? I'm sure we have something here that gives sky. Let's check. Oh, yes, we do. We have the Blue Crown Tea. Gives 2 sky, so we can give him a cup of that. Pour out. Poured out. Unlike some visitors, Mr. Kill can also make use of wood, but we don't have any sky wood. We do, however, have this sky tea that we can offer him. Edict's Liminal is now level 5. 5 knock, 6 moth. And then we were going to do Inks of Revelation, so we need Moth and Lantern. So we can do Ambrosial. We need 4. We can do Revelation. That's 2. We can do an Arab and Author Lantern. So we have... Foresight is lantern. That's 3. And then we can also consider one of these statues. Or let's actually look at one we haven't looked straight at. Let's do Musgrave. Bust is carved from wood. Cherry. And that gets us 4 memories that we can use. And I know we have the clouds too, but might have some other use for that, because we have Applebright Euphonies. Well, that's Sky and Grail. That's at level 2 right now, so we can actually start our memories working on that. So we need Grail or Sky. We can get a Cheerful Ditty from the record player. So that's 1. Sky or Grail? Sky or Grail? We can do Confounding Parable. It's a Sky. A nice drop down to the Grushians. Musgrave Dewolf, who was mocked as the Bleeding Baron even while Brancrook prospered quietly, who was renowned for his piety, but who won praise from the Magus Julian Costley, a quiet contradiction of a man. So there's our memory site. And we are just about done here. And then with Keeper level, Sky and Ascendant Harmony might conjure a Didymos. So we have, let's see. So we have him at level 4. If we add this, that would be 8. And then if we add one of the fiefs, that would be 11. That's all we need. So we don't actually need a Didymos, we just need one of these. Go, so that'll get him to 8, or to 7, and then 4 more gets him to 11, which will open up this Mist-Sunk Meadow. Or we could have him open the tower or the Logia, but since we can get him to 11, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, there's our memories for Edict's Limit, for Inks of Revelation. 2, 3, 4. Effect. Improves that to level 5. Tools has boosted their aspects appropriately. And now we offer him the Ascendant Harmony. A bright and ringing music which evokes the blue sweep of the lower heavens. 4 Sky and 2 Lanterns, so also a nice bit of lantern. So while we're thinking about that, let's actually start another one of those crafting. We can do Faust. And 1, 2, and Strings and Songs. Where did it go? There it is. Makes another Ascendant Harmony. Okay, so there's our 1 and 2 memories. So in 2 seconds we'll be able to level up Applebright Euphonies. Okay, so Inks of Revelation is now level 5. So we can do now Applebright Euphonies. 1, 2. And we need Grail or Sky, so we can do Arab. And then we we need 3 memories for the next level. So we can do Confounding Parable. We can do the Opening the Sky. And we can do an Impertinent Vigilation. Gets us Grail. Yep, so that will be 3 memories. Alright, Mr. Kill is now at Sky 11, so we can have him open up this area down here, the Mist-Sunk Meadow. There's grass beneath my feet and a mingle of wildflower scents, but above all, the damp salt vapors of a thick sea fog. Somewhere in the fog, I think I hear a distant bell, far away, as if it were beneath the sea. Perhaps this can be blown away, perhaps sung away, if I bring the right powers and the right assistance. So Mr. Kill will get that area open for us. And then tomorrow we can work on having him open up this Squawkful Logia, since we know we can get him to 9 Sky fairly easily. Alright, so there's Applebright Euphonies at 3. So 4 Sky, 3 Grail. We've already attuned that one, but I want to get it to Sky 5 just because it might be useful to have a little bit of extra Sky. And I don't think any of our other... Let's see, what else do we have that's Grail? Penitence and Precursors. Great Signs and Great Scars. I think still leveling Applebright Euphonies is probably going to be more useful than Great Signs and Great Scars, because even though we've already assigned it, I think it has some useful crafting recipes that we can work with. And we'll find out what we can do with it in just a minute here. So there's our 3 memories, Applebright Euphonies, 2, 3, and an Arab. This would be level 4 now. And Mr. Kill has finished his work. We found Earl Brian's Field. Brian is another one of those leitmotif names that reoccur all throughout Brankrug's long histories. This one was Brian of Brittany, who is named Earl of Cornwall by King William after the conquest. In 1068, the sons of the deposed King Harold mount raids on Cornwall, and Brian funds the construction of a fortified gate and the Watchman's Tower, initially in wood, to protect the abbey. In return, the abbey gives shelter to a yew tree he's brought from Brittany. The flowers in diverse colors. This is that tree, hollow now and rotting slowly from within, taking its time to die gracefully. It has not flowered in living memory, and the colors of its flowers cannot now be told, but Brian's brothers were called Alan the Red and Alan the Black. The Earl's Yew. Since the conquest, this has been waiting for you. The irreverent might even call it a yew tree. We need a piece of soul and our journal. However, we have nothing yet to present there, and we notice this year the flowers on the tree here are black. So we've seen red, black, and white flowers on the tree over the years we've been here. Alright, so let's see. We do have a minute or so left. So let us harvest some more pears while we have some health to do so. Because pears can be made into a grail food that we can use. So we have a thing of fragrant chalice already, so we can hold off on that. Because that is grail drink. Alright, so there is our Ascendant Harmony. So let's see what we can do. So that gets us to 17. And we can make a Didymos with that. Or we can go with Strings and Songs and make a Wind in Waiting. So I think we'll do with the Wind in Waiting this time, and then we can go back and do another Ascendant Harmony and make a Didymos later. Alright, Applebright Euphonies is at level 4. 5 Sky, 4 Grail. And just to check what we can make with that, let's add... So we can make a Confounding Parable. If we add, instead, Grail, which we don't have any of. Oh, we do. We'd have Core. We can make Beguiling Melody. So that has some music applied. We can apply to it. And if I hum it into a mixture which includes a flower, it'll give the mixture an intoxicating quality. So that would be 10 Grail for that. And if I use a scholar level recipe, if I use an instrument, I can set this contradiction to music. So Applebright Euphonies with a instrument at 10 gives us something. Probably also the Ascendant Harmony. But we'll have to check on that once our telescope is freed up again. So let's see. Is there anything we can do with these clouds? We have Moon and Moth. So let's actually see, what does 10 Moon with Inks of Containment create? So we need something that holds Moon. Now we have a desk that does that. There we have a desk that does Moon. So Inks of Containment with Clouds and Tryst. If we mix this with a beverage, I'll mix a dark liquor that is a precursor to a great ink. So we need a beverage. Luckily, we have this glass of water. So we need somewhere we can put a drink. Does the Nocturnary allow us to use a drink? Yes, it does. So we can do a Tryst. We can do Inks of Containment. And this makes Lethe. Brew a moth liquor. Inks of Containment with scholar level Moon plus a beverage creates Lethe. So we will go ahead, and we don't even need the clouds for that, so we can get started on that. Let's see, what else do we have that uses Moon? Edict's Inviolable. We can check and see what it can make with Moon. So it can make Catwink, or Regensburg Balm. If I add a suitably aspected liquid, I'll brew something touched with the power of the Thunderskin. Or, if I add a flower, I can mix in a flower ingredient for a chillier outcome. So do I have anything, flower with 2 Moon on it? I don't think so. But let's see, if we can find a liquid with 1 heart to it. Islewater actually has 1 heart, so yes, we can do that. So we'll pour some of that out. And let's see, so we have Edict's Inviolable. We add some liquid, that heart, and we add some core, and we can make Gideon's Soaks. Brew Healing Heart Soaks. Edict's Inviolable with Scholar Level Heart plus liquid creates Gideon's Soaks. Well, we have some Gideon's Soaks over here, so I wonder... They are a liquid, but they are not a cooking liquid. But, let's see here. We have a heart crafting station up here, the dispensary. So let's grab those soaks. and see what we can do. I think we might be able to get to a keeper level recipe here. So we add Gideon Soaks. We'll add our core. We'll add Elix Invaluable. That gets us to 14. We need either a flower or remains or a memory with heart. So remains or a flower. Do we have some flowers with hearts somewhere? Yes, we do. We have these vase of carnations. We can make January Sanguinary. Enliven the soaks into something with greater heart aspect. Keep Edicts Invaluable with keeper level heart plus Gideon Soaks creates January Sanguinary. Well, we have a January Sanguinary up here on the shelves up here, so I don't think we need to make another one, although that is a 5 heart liquid with also 3 knock and 3 sky, also called Sanguis Saltandus, or by the ignorantly superstitious, the true blood of St. Genarius. But we now have that recipe unlocked, so we can do that later. But actually, we'll go ahead and use it. Can never, might as well make one while we're at it. Okay, so let's see. We have also Oronoscopy or Pearl and Tide with Moon. Let's find us a moon crafting station here. Any of these instruments take moon? No. Ah, Sunset Harp. Try Oronoscopy with clouds. That just gets us to 7. But let's see if we can put... Okay, so that makes Bittersweet Certainty or a Wistful Air. Pearl and Tide makes Eigengrau or a Salt Sign. Let's see what other things we have. Okay, we could use... We could make an Old Wound, which I think is probably something where... Yeah, we'll go ahead and make an Old Wound, and then we can make another Wormwood Dream out of that. Again, let's see. Auroral Contemplations with 8 edge. 10 edge plus a memory makes a winning move. And this is something undiscovered that we haven't figured out yet. It's not lantern or edge. What could it be? Oh, and we also were going to peek at... We now have that extra level of Inks of Revelation. So that gets us to 6. Seven, 8, 9. 14. 15. Ah, there we go. So, Inks of Revelation with Keeper level Lantern plus Xanthotic Essence creates Oozult. Brighten the essence into the Encostum Terminal Oozult. So we will go ahead and start working on that, because that will give us yet one more Encostum that we can create things with. And we also do have this Scale and Edge Perinculate, but we don't have any... it also does a little bit of Grail, but that would be kind of a waste. We don't have any Scale or Edge books to read with it right now. So let's see. Other things we can do. We can come down here to the forge and pyroglyphics with metal and a liquid and one more We need one more point of forge from something. Instead of that, let's use... We have some coffee lying around somewhere, I'm sure. Yes, we do. We have Dawnline coffee. So we can condense the coffee into iotic essence. Condense this liquid into a ready essence of forge power. Or... Okay, so we'll do that. We'll make some more iotic essence. And then we need a forge memory to go along with that for the next craft we need for that, and we can get that to 15. So we will make a foresight. And that should allow us to craft an orpiment exultant. Fragrant pears, soft in the hand. In the dark, night gathering is more accurate than practical. I should come back tomorrow. Okay, and we can go ahead and start actually turning one of those things of pears into some poire behalen. Just so we have a grail food, because I think we're probably going to need one here sooner or later. Move gingerly while the pain lasts. And, oh darn, we forgot to save our old memory. Old moment. Oh well, we can always craft another one. We have the ability to do so now. Because we only need 2 points with Auroral Contemplations to do an old moment. Wasn't it 2 points? Yeah. Or no, it was with Disciplines of the Scar. Makes old moment with 10 lantern. So, oh well. But we've made some pretty decent progress there. We've got a couple of new things on the way. We have some more clouds today to work with. So we'll figure out something to do with that later. And I think we'll call ahead and call this a day for now. So thank you for joining me. If you've been enjoying what you've been watching, please drop a like or a comment down below. If you want to see more of this series, please click the subscribe button. And I will catch you all on the next episode. See you tomorrow.